Yeah, it's looking like a pretty dangerous day, so police are shutting off the road somewhere. Have emergency response on scene, so.
It's been a month since my last chase. The last month has been a bit of a challenge. It can be hard to step back from the thing that I love so much as it's needed sometimes. You hear about those who fall victim to comparison. Maybe it's grades, careers, tornadoes, views, followers. The thoughts begin to swirl and the mood drops, and the anxiety kicks up. You think to yourself, I can't let that be me, yet the wind pulls on you harder. But this is no storm you want to chase, so you step back. The weather means everything to you, but still you yearn to remember who you are when the skies are clear. Soon the time to return to the field comes again, and after a short rest, the cleats go back on, and back into the field you go. With the arrival of peak severe weather season and at the end of a long school year.
How does it feel to be done with your freshman year?
Relief.
Relief, is that the emotion that comes to mind?
One of them, I'll say, yeah.
What else?
I guess, I feel like it hasn't sunk in yet.
The next chase day back at your home will test me. Test what I have learned this year, and what my friends have taught me.
50 mile waves kind of here, it's punching up northeastward right now.
Cause out here, when it's late May, the sky shows no mercy.
Debris! Put as many walls between you and the outside as you can.
Hey, so it's the night before a big severe weather day out in Kansas tomorrow, and just doing a bit of looking over some things and going to do the main forecasting tomorrow, but just planning some things, and also there's a archive website put together that compiles some storms, and you can play with the data to plug in some analogs and or to try and find some, if that makes sense. You take them with a grain of salt, but you can still kind of find them. And like if you put in the right ingredients that you're projected to have for a certain day, and it gave me a pretty interesting one, EF5 wedge, pretty infamous. It also gave me the Coleridge, Nebraska EF3 wedge from 2014. So so no idea what we could see tomorrow, but I do have an, but it's gonna be pretty intense. So yeah. It's the peak of severe weather season, and one of the biggest risks of the year is shaping up close to home, as a level 4 out of 5 risk is setting up over central and eastern Kansas with intense tornadoes expected. With this being my first chase outside of school in a long time, this one will require absolute attention, situational awareness, and discipline, not only because of today's violent potential, but a localized high-end event like this brings out hordes of other storm chasers and spotters of all walks of life. While most who operate on the roads while tracking storms typically cooperate in their driving, overwhelming amounts of extra traffic, sometimes erratic, could also be a concern for both those of us in the field and locals alike today. We're currently just to finish the forecast before we go run some errands here, and then come back and then get ready to go. But still a moderate risk in place. 15 hatched, double hatched, 2 significant. For EF3 tornadoes potentially higher, even if today does reach its ceiling. But we're currently just monitoring some lingering morning convection that had moved through overnight, some rumblers overnight. Just to see if those move out of the area and where their impacts, if they impact the thermodynamic environment, like the warm humid air left for the storms later. If they have a negative impact on that, we'll see. And then also there could be potentially alpha boundary left over. It looks like there is already one, but it just depends on where that sets up. That could enhance the tornado threat as well. And unfortunately closer to my house than I thought too, if that were to happen. So yeah, it looks like a pretty busy day. A high ceiling event. Definitely could see a historic tornado today. Yeah, so gonna definitely be also, if stuff gets near a populated area, is going to be very important, making updated posts, phone calls to authorities, and all that good stuff. So yeah, take care for sure, anybody in the risk areas.
Just about to set off here. Still looks on tap today for significant weather. You can see the clouds, the anvil up here from that first round of overnight stuff moving away. And then we have total clear skies off to the west, and that's going to make way for some big time instability out west into Kansas for these big supercells to thrive off of.
As I progress west into Kansas, abundant low-level moisture and southerly winds are a warning signal for the day's potential.
Yeah, we made it to Junction City now, so we'll take a look. You just go to the bathroom and then take a look at the situation. But yeah, I see the Louisville jet already, and it's only 1 o'clock. So yeah. So we're just in Junction City right now. I'm watching some things unfold here with how like just looking at the models, kind of mesoanalysis. Not really models now, just kind of mesoanalysis and various things like that. Satellite to see where we're going to go. We have 2 areas now of thunderstorms that are already initiating. We have a PDS tornado watch now, so real deal, as bad as it gets. But I'm thinking just north of here, and then that leaves the southern stuff in play if we decide to come back down to that. So yeah, it looks like things are going to start moving here. You can feel these southerly winds, and then as you get just north of there, we have that outflow boundary, which it's pulled all the way north now, so that's impressive. But right along that, and you're backing your winds there near it, so that's probably where that looks like kind of a target right there. So yeah, 2 areas of supercell storms going up. Yeah, it's looking like a pretty dangerous day, so I hope everybody stays safe, and today's going to be important for reporting for sure, because it doesn't look very good. I'm going to say that right now. It doesn't look good at all. I know we talked about going to Bennington, but going up to that north storm, but I think we are going to go just west, to that stuff that's going to be up towards Bennington. So I feel less rushed that way. So yeah, we're going to get a move on here. It's looking real, looking pretty gnarly. So yeah, it's going to be a long day. So we are en route to Bennington here, heading straight west on this state highway. So we have our big time supercell that's blowing up there. It's a bit out from Bennington still, but so we should have time to get there because it's kind of slowing down and turning right a bit. We should be in position, but I think there should be a north option if it does end up going further north, and I need to get further north, but because eventually I will need to. So our supercell is officially tornado warned now. It looks like it's already probably producing a tornado. I don't know how many miles we are out from it, but we are underneath the anvil now. It's quite a bit darker. Probably, I don't know, like 30-40 miles from it. So this thing should be a long tracker. So, yeah. So there's no hurry really. I mean, there is, but it's not desperate, which is good. Yeah, we're almost to Bennington, so that'll get us into at least somewhat decent position. It's crazy when you look at some of these trees, like out here, and you can just tell however many years ago, at some point, a monster tornado just came through. There's all sorts of tornado history as you drive by out here. It's just, you can always see it in the trees. Who knows, it could happen 10 years ago, could happen 100 years ago. It's wild to think about. But and here we go again in some ways.
A tornadic supercell has exploded to my west, bursting tens of thousands of feet into the sky. It is showing signs of strengthening, but still needs time to begin going bonkers.
So back there is our tornadic supercell. real quick. Try and find some paved roads around. Okay, we are heading to Minneapolis, Kansas. Road network here really isn't as good as I thought. It's kind of in a bit of a tricky point right here. I don't know if there's other areas of the state that are like this, probably, but it's like, really? I mean, come on. But yeah, there's dirt roads, but we can't rely on dirt roads today. That's gonna get us killed. So let's get over to Minneapolis and then go from there. Our big time supercell there. Just saw OU's vehicle. Wow, holy positive bolt right there. Probably gonna go right in here somewhere. As you can see here, big time supercell. Like I said, road options are a pain in the butt. But yeah, tornado about to drop right in front of us. But yeah, I mean, yeah, road options could be better. There's some cars coming, so we gotta be careful of that. But gotta pick it up. Come on, let's go. Move it. Okay. So yeah, we are near Minneapolis, Kansas. The wall cloud looks pretty intense. I just sent out a tweet report. Yeah, I'm getting pretty nervous. Yeah, because I can see the vertical left edge on the side of the wall cloud, and that's one of the things you look for tornado genesis and strong tornado genesis in particular. So, yeah, so gosh, mother crunch. All right, yeah, it's go time. That looks just like Kelowna started, when Kelowna started. And it's coming down right in there. Yep, we're about to have a tornado right there. It tried to produce but kind of failed a bit, so I think we're going to move now to try and reposition for this, because like I said, the road networks aren't the best. So yeah, we're going to move now. All right, let's go.
As the storm begins to pass me by, I contemplate what route to take in order to maintain a good position.
Yeah, this is worse than the Kelowna Chaser convergence. Yeah, this is rough. I mean, things are going a mile a minute here.
Dead ahead, a rope tornado is developing and will soon touch down to the north of the highway. While I would catch a glimpse of what appeared to be the end of the tornado in its final stages off camera, the storm was rather difficult to monitor from my angle.
Looks like we have a tornado forming in front of us on radar, and then right in front of us you can see, you know, that whole mesocyclone occlusion thingy-majig going on. So we got all these chasers and a line of state troopers all going after this thing. I don't usually like to be behind storms following them, but we are for now, and that's all right, you know. I'm glad we're not on that highway anymore. That was so stressful, my gosh. I'm glad we made it through and we didn't get an accident. That's good. Hopefully everybody else, hopefully the same can be said for everybody. So yeah, confirmed tornado ahead. I don't see it yet. We're kind of far, but I don't even know if it's still down. I mean, I see obviously the big wall cloud there. I don't see a tornado currently, so it looks like it's lifted for the time being. We would see it now. So I don't see it right now, but obviously that, could change. So, whole mesocyclone right here in Horseshoe. You can see it's pushed off to our northeast now. The tornadic part up there. Holy mackerel! Yeah, see, this is May. Oh my gosh, this is May in Kansas. Everybody. Hello. Fire department out here cooking as well. Warning their locals, doing the Lord's work.
The storm I'm in pursuit of is now just off to my northeast, but I notice new supercell storms developing to my south. I switch my attention to these as positioning for them will give me both more time as well as a short break from the intense chaser traffic.
Underneath this new prefrontal cell that's going up, it's not doing much right now. Then our old storms are back there behind, so those are still an option. We have prefrontals that are going up in northeast Kansas, and like I said, it's only 3:59 only now, so we got quite a lot of time for stuff to go wild. Probably just gonna stay here, honestly, because this cell, the southern cell, is starting to look better with time here. So yeah, one of the storms up there is producing, but it doesn't look like it's gonna last much longer. And then yeah, I think we'll just wait for this guy down here to our southwest.
While I remain committed to my avoidance of relying on dirt roads for the main transit and positioning today, here I am momentarily using one to gain a faster visual of the storm in a less crowded area.
Alright, so probably just pull over like right here. Yeah, don't get too much over there. I have a big wall cloud back here that just shot up. That's looking rough right there. Looks a lot like Kelowna did, actually. Okay, I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna head up here. Should be a road here that takes us east and then west. And then if it's not paved, I don't know, we'll see what it looks like. If it's good condition, and if not, we'll just go back to where we were and then head east that way. But yeah, it's time to get east. This thing looks like it's about to go big. See the rotation. But yeah. Wow. Too bad those trees were there in a way. Alright, so things are shaping up. Yeah, there's two consolidated areas of rotation to our north that look very intense. This is the strongest it's looked all day. I think we could be looking at, finally, I think we're probably going to see a big time tornado now. This is going to be off to our northwest once we get up there, and then crossing in front of us. Okay, this thing's going to be to our northwest. I don't see it yet, but it's basically right to our north. We're around Cottage Hill now. RFD is going over us. So there's your horseshoe right over there. Hey, Reed. Funnel over there, I think. What you're looking at right now, these strong winds, that is what we call the RFD, standing for rear flank downdraft.
The rear flank downdraft, driven by high altitude winds, is a current of descending air that wraps around the backside of a supercell thunderstorm, often seen on radar as a hook echo. In addition to kick-starting the tornado formation process, rear flank downdrafts often contain damaging straight-line winds and sometimes blinding rain that can obscure a tornado, even though it may be lurking in plain sight, and the RFD impacting my location is no exception.
Safety check. Yeah, we're good. Oh my gosh. Yeah, we're film, yeah, a little bit, and then. Looks like nobody up. Oh, there they are. I think we got a big, I think we have a rain wrap tornado forming back up in there based on radar data. And so we're just getting hit with the rear flank downdraft winds coming in behind us. We're going. Are we good? Yes, okay,
A couple miles ahead is my friend and fellow storm chaser Austin Jones. On the other side of the RFD, he has a perfect view of the tornado touching down near Blue Rapids, Kansas, as reports trickle in, and from his vantage point, the rain has not yet obscured the tornado. These next few minutes will be critical for all people involved, as heavy rain, a strengthening tornado, and overwhelming traffic is generating an escalating and potentially deadly situation as the storm intensifies in your town.
You are, okay, as long as you take shelter. You gotta, get underground, get in that interior room, lowest floor, put as many walls between you and the outside.
That's how you do it.
Yeah, we got a tornado, definitely. Can't see it. Yeah, it's over here in Blue Rapids. That's not good. They had, we had a tornado come through there in 2022. That's not good at all.
Within the reign of the RFD, I pull into Blue Rapids. I fear the worst, not knowing if the town has taken damage, and mentally prepare to help out in any way that I can. But in extreme fortune, aside from some tree damage, the town looks to have spared a direct hit.
So this is Blue Rapids. Keep my eyes peeled to see if anything's taken any damage. I don't see anything. Oh yeah, there's a branch down right there actually. Not seeing any structural damage. charges some winds down, yeah. Oh my gosh. Oh, tornado. Debris signature. I'll keep my eyes peeled. It's just too rainy, you can't tell.
As the situation escalates, authorities race to shut down roads to secure response and rescue efforts in potentially impacted or hazardous areas.
I think we got emergency personnel that are maybe. I'm wondering if they're maybe trying to get up and block these roads off. I don't know if they're turning people around or. That's what I'm thinking. Yeah, because they're not letting anybody go east. I think, yeah. They don't see about north, I don't know. Oh, man. Yeah, we're just getting rocked right now.
The tornado has just passed through my location at this road junction and is moving on. It remains invisible just to my northeast as more and more rain wraps around the intensifying vortex.
Yeah, so police are shutting off the road somewhere they're shutting it off, but yeah, we got a big time tornado that touched down just to our northeast there, so.
Through the remaining afternoon, the storms grow upscale into a massive multi-state system with damaging straight-line winds and embedded tornadoes.
Here in northeast Kansas, supercells I'm letting go, but we have the QLCS portion of this outbreak now that's starting. We already have a tornado on the ground to our southwest, so I'm going to head towards near Robinson, Kansas to meet up with this thing. Looks like we're already getting rocked with this QLCS here. Didn't realize it was coming that quick. Oh, the birds having trouble flying in it. Yeah. Whale's mouth. Yep. Oh my gosh. Okay, we're gonna let the line hit us then. That's your tornadic line segment back there. this is pavement, but it's like gravelly weird. Just been praying this doesn't give out, you know, because then I'll have to turn around. Because I can't, obviously, no dirt today, but it's like I didn't even want any gravel roads, so I have to rely on it to get where I need to go. And finally, okay. Finally, good to see a nice actual road, you know? So, that's really neat. Good. That feels good. Pavement. Like actual pavement. Yeah. Alright, so we're going to head back to intercept the QLCS that's going to be going into Kansas City.
As I push further southeast, I encounter downed limbs and trees blocking the road and report them to media and Storm Spotter Network before either continuing or finding an alternative route.
At least move it. At least move it somewhat. All right, let's keep moving south, or east and then south, or whatever. Looks like we might have something up here. Oh man. Yeah, I cannot tell what happened. Must be down power, or I don't know. Well, I guess we gotta figure something else out now. It's hard to see, but I'm pretty sure I can see a pretty big tree down up there. I have emergency response on scene, so I'm hoping everybody's okay, but I don't know. I think there's a big time tree over there, but as far as I know, everybody's fine, but I don't know. So, I think north of Atchison, Kansas. So, but yeah, it looks like we have a big time tree down there after this severe thunderstorm. So, they were strong when they came through here. So, yeah, just be aware of that. But yeah, large tree branch or tree probably down blocking the road here that runs south into Atchison, Kansas. Hello.
How are you?
I'm good. What about you, sir?
Good. I mean, can't
Absolutely ridiculous structure right now.